Nintendo. Nintendo. Nintendo.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Animal Crossing. I'll be getting started in just a minute.
Nintendo.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Animal Crossing. It has been a long weekend, and the weekend's not even over yet, so I am excited to jump right in with one of my favorite games. We have Eunice welcoming us to our village today. We're probably going to have a lot of mail because it's been a little bit since I played. And we have a special treat today. It is snowing. It's super pretty. 6 p.m. music is going, one of my favorites. It's gonna be a good day. Let's see if we have any space. Not really, but that's okay. We can make space. Perhaps some of these, most of these are probably gonna be for the museum. I didn't even read that. What do we have here? Dinosaur track? Fantastic. Trilobite. I think I might already have a trilobite, and if that is the case, this is very exciting. Because this is our very first fossil that we can sell to the man himself, Tom Nook. And fossils sell for a decent amount. Last time we played, I managed to get my mortgage under 6 digits, which I am super excited about. We have one more, I think there was one more letter in there. And if I was a betting woman, I would say it's the HRA. It certainly is. You know, I actually did a little bit of redecorating last time, so maybe, just maybe, I got a higher score. That's not too high of a score. They keep telling me my house is too big. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh well. Okay, so first things first. We're gonna pass these fossils along. Don't need to save. And we're gonna have to check in with our villagers because they haven't seen us in a few days. And so they're probably gonna be a little salty, but that is something I'm prepared to deal with. Okay, so that was the last time I played, and I found the treasure in one of the bee acres. We have the weather report. Expect normal snowfall and ideal conditions for snowmen and igloos this year. Mild temperatures mean the lakes shouldn't freeze this winter. Sounds good to me. So the most important thing is to get these precious fossils into the hands of Blathers. And then today, to entertain myself and hopefully a few other people while I'm fishing, since I mentioned that I find fishing to be just a bit tedious, I'm hoping to talk about a few Animal Crossing theories. A few that I found, a few that I made. Sound interesting. And there might be a bit of extra weed picking because it's been about 5 days since I played, which in Animal Crossing time can be an eternity. So first things first, I need to see what I've already given to the museum. Okay, so I've already given a dinosaur track, and I think this is a trilobite. It is, so I only am giving up my dinosaur egg today. That's actually really exciting. I haven't been able to sell a fossil yet. I've had to give them all to Blathers so far. Which it's a good thing for my mortgage, because they sell for a decent amount. But as far as completing my museum, that's a bit of a bummer. Excellent, he says. And he immediately apologized for his pun. And then he immediately made another one. He got carried away in his excitement. Grade A specimen. We're getting some background. Blathers was lost in the miracle of dinosaur eggs hatching. is our dino egg. It kind of just looks like a lump, but that's okay. Awesome, so now I'm gonna go to Nook's, and I'm, for the very first time, going to price some fossils, which I haven't been able to do yet. This is really exciting. And now I know off the top of my head that these particular fossils I have, they're not part of a skeleton, so they won't be worth quite as much. But they should be worth more than a gyroid. I'm gonna check though. So I am gonna be just a tiny bit pesky and price these individually. Okay, 1,300. That is a lot better than a gyroid. And I'm pretty sure this other one is going to be 1,300 as well because they're the same type of fossil. But I could be wrong. Okay, I was wrong. So that one was only worth 1,000, which is still better than a gyroid. Gyroids only sell for 828. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I see a painting back there. Hold on, can I zoom in on that? No. It's a rare painting. I'm gonna go ahead and risk it since so far I haven't found another painting ever. And then I get a raffle ticket. My pockets are slowly full, getting full of raffle tickets, which is how the game was intended, but that means I need to really, really, really remember to play on the last day of the month. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have useless scraps of paper burning a hole in my pocket. Okay, so this rare painting is exciting. And I think I can just go ahead and try to donate it. Got some weeds. There's gonna be a lot of weeds today, sadly. And there's also a good chance that there will be an igloo somewhere. Which the igloos have some of my favorite ambiance ever. They're super relaxing. And it's been so long since I've played this game, I don't honestly remember if there's a summer, like a summer version of the igloos, like if villagers set up tents or anything. Okay, so this is our first attempt at a painting, and I've... Looks like I got lucky. It's real. Blathers is speechless, and so am I. Let's take a peek at it. I haven't even been over here. I think I came here once when I first started this village. And there it is, all the way over in the corner. Rare painting. And this is about as close as I can zoom on it. I can't really tell what that is. Maybe a house? It's art. It's beautiful. It's fine. But it shouldn't be as hard to complete this museum. Paintings are the bane of my existence in any Animal Crossing museum across any game. Paintings are so hard to find, you're basically at the mercy of the shops. And if red comes along, there's a decent chance they're just gonna all be fake anyway. Okay, this tree died. Will it not go away until I dig it up? That's sad. Got a lot of paper in my pockets and a shirt. Not sure what this is. Exotic chest. That was taking up space last time in my house. And a pitfall seed. I will try to figure out what I want to do with those. And I'm gonna write a few preemptive letters to the museum. Because I already know that I will be bugging the museum today. Alright, let's see if there's anything we can steal, reclaim from the lost and found. Ooh, let me talk to Lobo. He's gonna be spicy. Looks like this snow's not planning on letting up, huh? Why are you even talking to me? We're just all hanging for right now. He wants to know if I partake in all of the activity. Because tour timer gives presents. Well, I don't want to miss out on any presents, but I don't think I've missed out on any activities yet either. Alright, I am on my way. Let's see if there's anything going on. Ooh, there might be a Sahara sighting. Application for permission to operate is door-to-door marketeered. January 17th, okay. So we've got a few days to wait before we see Sahara. It is a Saturday. Pretty sure it's a Saturday. It is a Saturday, so we will be getting a beautiful song from KK Slider, which I'm looking forward to. And then hopefully in the next few days we'll be able to say hi to Sahara for the first time on this file. Let's see what Booker has for us. There's at least something in here. Ooh, it's furniture. That is a cream sofa. That looks like it's mine. I remember losing that, sure. Okay, and then I wanted to take an extra close look at these wanted posters. I might come back a bit later. When I'm looking at these wanted posters, there is a few theories about those. I mean, they could just be there for decoration. That particular one right there, it clearly has horns. So there's some speculation that Brutus, which Brutus is a rumored character that is an evil dog and he can appear in your town. There's a rumor that Brutus is based off of one of these wanted posters. But as I'm looking at them, none of these really seem to look like a bulldog. Maybe this is just a silhouette. The other poster in there clearly had horns. So there's no way that could be a dog, unless he's depicted with horns, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't. There's an alleged screen capture of Brutus running amok in somebody's town and causing chaos, and from what I recall, he's just red. He didn't have any type of horns or anything on him. And the legend has it that he speaks in binary. It's kind of like a Herobrine situation when the game first came out. But yeah, that lady, she looks like a lady because she's got long hair with the Mickey Mouse ears. I just don't see either of those being a dog. Possibly that. Also possibly the one on the outside. And now that might be where someone got the idea for Brutus. Whoever it was that started the rumor about him. They could have gotten that idea from looking at the wanted poster. But whoever it was that has the screen captures, they're most likely faked. It's pretty unlikely that Animal Crossing, like, there would be an evil, quote-unquote, evil character running around causing chaos. But like I said, it's kind of like a Herobrine situation from Minecraft. There's a legend, and the legend can be scary. My villagers, I'm all talking to them really quick because the first thing they're gonna say to me is that they're sad they haven't seen me. So I'm gonna get that dialogue out of the way really quick. And also collect these trash. What did we throw in the trash? Oh, there's so much. That's mine. Teacher desk. An antique clock. Ooh, heck yeah, I'm gonna talk to my villagers first, but then I'm gonna take a peek at what that furniture looks like. Anyway, the theory behind Brutus was that he only spoke in binary. And he would do things like delete villagers from your town. He could steal money and items straight out of your pocket. There was all sorts of rumors, and there's really no way to know which ones would be quote-unquote possible, but it's still a pretty cool thing to think about. See, Olivia's not in right now. I'm gonna check and make sure there's no one that moved. Ooh, it looks like someone moved. What do we have happening here? Ooh, okay. Doing quick. Olivia's here, Eunice is here, Daisy is here, Bluebear is here. Both Petunia and Cherry are here, and I have been trying to get them to move out forever. There's Bob, Apollo. So Jeremiah is here, and Jeremiah is a frog, and he's brand new, so I can't wait to say hello to him. Jeremiah is a bullfrog. Well, I think that's the joke. Here's Apollo, one of my personal favorites. When you get home before this turns into a blizzard. Oh, he's so salty. I made them so grumpy. I'm sorry, Apollo, I had to go out of town. Okay, here's Jeremiah, and he's adorable. He's blue. How did it get so late? Time to saw some logs. He's pretty sleepy, he said, so he doesn't really feel like talking. I think he might just be a sleepy type villager. And we have our igloo, and it is right next to Lobo's house, which Lobo is nowhere near his house. Oh, Olivia, she made an igloo today. That's so adorable. Olivia's so cute. Okay, well, as is customary, every time I find an igloo, I take a minute for the ambiance, so please enjoy this igloo ambiance. So this is super beautiful ambiance, and there's no Animal Crossing theories about the igloos that I've ever heard. They make it pretty clear what they're here for. Although I have a personal question. It is, where on earth is the music in here coming from? That's not really a theory. Perhaps it's a musical soup pot. So Olivia made herself an igloo and she doesn't want to return home because she's so delicate. You know, Olivia, you're just so adorable. She's one of my favorite villagers. And she's about to steal my furniture. That's a really nice looking cream sofa you've got there. She likes it. Won't I sell it to her? Okay, so looks like she's gonna play a bartering game with me. Which I don't have space in my house for a sofa anyway right now, so let's give it a go. Oh, she's doing the Squid Games game. Why call it the Squid Games? Okay, I haven't played this game, and they're pretty much just chance. Oh, wow, if I guess correctly twice, they can sell over 3,000. Furniture does not sell for that much. Nowhere near that much in this game. And since they don't do like a hot item like they do in newer games, it's hard to make money off of selling furniture, so it's always worth the risk. So let's see how bad I am at this game. Okay, so I'm playing by Squid Game rules because every time I play a shape game, I go by Squid Game rules, which it's not really much of a spoiler, but there is a game in Squid Games that involves shapes. So I'm gonna pick the easy and see if the Triforce is gonna help me. I think it was a triangle. Am I right? Oh, I'm so wrong. I'm not even a little wrong. I'm so wrong. 230 bells. I just took a bath. Olivia, that was cruel. Oh, Olivia, that hurts, girl. At least give me some of your soup. Your musical soup. Ugh. That stung. Okay, well, that was still pretty fun. And I can go back. I'm pretty sure there's a chance she'll play more than once in a day. If I walk in with a certain number of bells in my pocket, she will play a different type of game. Cherry is here. Everyone is just a little salty with me for being gone for the last few days. Either that or they comment on the snow. Cherry loves the snow, it's romantic. And right now I'm just getting my chats out of the way. Have I heard about the fish that hasn't changed its shape for millions of years? I'm wondering if that's a coelacanth. Oh, talk to me. She can tell me. Tell me about it. Yeah. You'll never find them if you're looking in the river. Okay, it's an ocean fish. And she's already afraid she gave too much away. I don't think she gave too much away. Alright, I'm gonna say hi to Petunia. Petunia's freezing cold. Oh, is she gonna talk about gyroids? Listen, okay, it was after it had been raining for a while that one time. Sure, I remember. She'd eaten supper and had some leftovers she wanted to get rid of. Went to put out any fruit and she dug a hole. Like she usually does. Oh, and now she can't bring herself to say anymore. It was too funny. And she's cracking up. Which is actually pretty dark, because if she is talking about a gyroid, then those things possibly contain souls. Junior? Ooh, are they talking? Can I hit you with my shovel? Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Okay, continuing my rounds. No, I just came from here. Whoops. Alright, I need to go check on my neighbors over here. Oh, but first I have to see Bob, because Bob is important to me. Bob is a good guy. Alright, and we're getting fossils. Soon we'll have enough fossils to send out heat. Okay, this is Apollo, which I already talked to him and Jeremiah. Now, I need to find Bob, because Bob is the best. And and I saw him on my map. He's here. Here we go. Is he? Oh, but is he in his house? Not. So Bob is mysteriously gone. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. He might be hanging out with Lobo near the well. Well, I'm gonna check on Blue Bear. Didn't even see me once today. No, she's a little... She's worried about me, she sounds like. So we're gonna chat. I don't really mind. I like the snow, as long as I don't have to drive in it. But there's no driving in this game. The fishes are gonna be fine. Suntai doesn't stream. Hi! Thank you so much for popping in to say hi. Fish tourney is happening in your town, so you're switching back and forth. Thank you so much for popping in and out of my stream. I really appreciate it. The fishing tourney is super fun, so I hope you have a great time playing. I've always enjoyed the fishing tourneys. Alright, now we're gonna give her a real conversation. Ooh, she's gonna let me change her catchphrase. Sure, let's change the way you talk, Blue Bear. Says Peach. We'll just make it, well, maybe. We'll just add a little bit of spice. I won't make her change the way she talks too much. Now she just says Peachy. Yeah, that sounds great. He loves it. You know, I've heard a lot of catchphrases in my day, and some of them are hilarious, but I'm never creative enough to come up with a funny one. Sometimes. But usually I just edit what they originally say a little bit. I've seen some really funny ones. Eunice has a large collection of gyroids. We're just gonna chat with her. Oh, she's got her TV going on in the background. And she wants to know why I'm always wearing a hat. Ooh. Can I tell her? Will it tell me if I tell you? Yes, I will. Okay, am I gonna say it though, or am I teasing her? Oh, she changed her mind. She doesn't want to know anymore. Discovering the truth would just spoil the fun. I wonder why I do wear a hat. Is it because I have an antenna under there? Am I an alien? That'll be neat. Some things are better left unsaid. Oh, you have me in the background. Oh, thank you to help with views. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry to hear that you're losing to Monique. The pond smelt is so small already that that's gonna be a tricky battle. Although the good news is that it should be pretty easy to catch them. I feel like they're everywhere. Going in her house. Okay, so here is Daisy's house, which I have my own personal theory about Daisy, just about her personality. She's never confirmed it. But my theory about Daisy is that she wants to work at the museum because she loves the fossils. So I'm gonna chat with her really quick. I always chat with her in her house to see if I can get her to confess to being obsessed with fossils, and I haven't been able to do that so far. And she wants to know if I've seen igloos. And she's given me an igloo lesson. that's my own personal theory about Daisy, because she loves this stuff so much. All she has in her house is fossils, which she's got more than me so far, and an entire mammoth, and a very important fire extinguisher. So safety first. She would be perfect. She'd be perfect for working at the museum. She could fill in for Blathers during the daytime. I absolutely agree. And then that way poor guy could get some sleep. I always feel bad waking him up while he's snoozing. Because he's always so shocked. Like when you wake up from a really deep nap and you're like, what year is it? Where am I? How long have I been sleeping? He always acts like that when you wake him up, and I feel so bad. The poor guy was just trying to get some shut-eye. That would be really cool if villagers could get part-time jobs, or like, which they do a bit more of that in New Horizons, but if they had more to do while they're out and about, that would be awesome. Okay, so we've got Bob for the first time today. He admires my attitude. We're just talking, Bob. And do I want to know... Oh, he's going to talk to me about Sahara. Sahara. Yes, she's one of my favorite vendors, just because of how awesome she is. And I really like the way that she works in this game, because she just goes into your house and just overhauls it. Like, she says, do I have permission to redecorate? And then you say yeah, and then she goes in and she just starts tearing your wallpaper down. And honestly, I am all about it. I think it's hilarious. I wish that she did that in some of the newer games too. I like that you can buy rugs from her. I like that rugs exist in New Horizons. But I just think it's hilarious when she just hijacks your house. And it's like, no. I am taking care of this now. Got my dig spot. That dig spot looks pretty close to the wall. So I'm gonna play it safe today. I gambled with the last dig spot and it was too close to the ocean. Which, speaking of dig spots, that's another theory that I've heard about, is that bells are seeds. And that I actually read on an iceberg that somebody posted on Reddit. And I'm pretty sure the theory behind that is just because you can bury them and then trees grow. But trees only grow in certain areas. So what does that mean? Are they magic seeds? Is that why your character has never heard of bells in some games? Some games your character is like, bells? What are you talking about? That's New Horizons. In New Horizons, your character has no idea what bells are. And Blathers has to explain it to you. Which kind of makes you wonder. Oh, there's a ball. Okay, so if anyone needs a soccer ball, it is here, and Ed is about to kick it into the freaking ocean, so we need to defuse this situation. Ed is always so cheerful. I love saying hi to him. Oh my gosh, he's quoting a Christmas song right now. Ed, the snow doesn't show signs of stopping. Too bad I don't have any corn for popping. My villagers have been very punny today. And if we get good accumulation, he's building a snowman. What's new? We're just chatting right now, Ed. A lot of my villagers have been talking about fishing today. What's the best part? The best part is definitely when the fish bite, because that means you're about to make some money, hopefully. Even when he pulls up nothing but garbage. I do know what he means. There is a slight pollution problem here in Biscuit. But he's not sure why. Okay, well, there's a lot of... Ooh, there's a hidden dig spot. I love those. There are a lot of shells, so I think I might collect them and sell them. because it's just so easy. I can't help myself. Alright. Going back upstairs. This game looks so sick in 4K. Oh my goodness, they should. They should do a remastered version of this game. Like the reactions for sure. It would look adorable, especially with like the different character designs, old GameCube kind of style. Yeah, that would be awesome. They could like remake it for the Switch maybe. I've seen other game series that do that. Harvest Moon, or it's Story of Seasons now, they've been doing that. I would absolutely play that. That would be awesome. Alright, so we are off to the post office where we will encounter another one of my theories. And it's a game, it's an Animal Crossing game specific theory. Because I spend a lot of time in this post office. Because yes, it is tiring to mail each and every one of my fossils. Absolutely it is. I'm just glad they only send you back 3 per day, because I feel like my mailbox would be full, just with fossils everywhere. I'm really glad that Blathers finishes his education in future games and can ID them himself. But also, when did Blathers have time to go to school, because he's always in the museum. Okay, so we have a full inbox. It's getting sent out, and that means I might get more letters, like I might receive some. So I'm gonna go sneak over to my mailbox and check. There's Pete. Now, one of my post office theories is actually about later games. Zipper T Bunny is a very controversial character because his identity is unknown. He has a huge zipper on his back, and it's pretty much confirmed that he wears the costume. Oh, I do have mail. Awesome. Okay, Apollo sent me a little letter, Daisy sent me a little letter. So anyway, in New Horizons, Zipper T Bunny is there, but sadly we do not get our favorite postal pelicans. We don't see Phyllis, or we don't see Pete, we don't see Pelly. So one of the theories I've read is that Zipper T Bunny is Phyllis, and we are getting a very quick Phyllis cameo every year. And that's why Zipper T Bunny is grouchy sometimes. Let's see, Daisy, happy to hear from me. She is just making small talk. Cool deal. And I bet Apollo is the same. My letter saved him from boredom. He's so melodramatic. I'm here for it. Do you check your mail every day? If so, send me an answer right away. Don't worry, I'll write again. Apollo wanted to make sure that I knew he was still cranky, in case I was concerned. You agree with the mailbox being full. Storage capacity is horrible in this game. If they remade it, I would petition for, can you please fit more than 3 items in a chest? Because that would be fabulous. And can you put actual furniture in the chest? Because I don't think actual furniture you can even put in the chest. Okay, so I'm gonna scooch this. And I am not an interior designer. I've seen some beautiful, beautiful houses. I am not capable of creating one. But I do now have an antique clock, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna take a look and just see what these other things look like before I decide if I want to sell them or not. Holy moly, that is a big table. That's a big boy. Okay, let's get that out of here. I think I want to keep it though, just because whenever I get a more beautiful house. Okay, so the teacher's desk. And also, you can catalog most of these things. So I could always buy them again later if I really missed them. So I'm keeping the ranch table. Gonna sell these two other ones. Oh yeah, and for some reason you can't delete letters in your house. I have absolutely no idea why you cannot delete letters while you're in your house. But that's okay. Yeah, if Nintendo remade this game, I would definitely petition for more storage space. And I mean, they don't have to break the game. Like, they don't have to make it super big. But we need just a little bit more to work with, because that's how things end up on the ground. Especially... I've already talked to Blueberry. I'm gonna make some quick seashell money. How romantic. These villager types love the snow. They think it's beautiful, which I absolutely agree. I just wonder. So romantic. I bet she watches a lot of chick flicks. I could see it. So while I am exploring the beach, which is down here. I mean, I've been to my beach a million times, but the beach reminds me of another theory, which I think could be very plausible. I've heard a handful of theories on Gulliver. Who is he? What is he? What does he want? What happened to him? There's a lot of things that could have went down in his situation. For sure, when he mentions that he's been drinking good soda, the good soda is absolutely alcoholic in nature. Of course, the game can't say that because it's for kids. But when he says he had too much of the good soda and fell overboard, I think that's pretty much confirmed that he was partying. But the real question is, did he fall overboard or was he pushed? He's okay. I've got to be honest. Gulliver is a little annoying. He annoys me. It takes forever to wake him up when he's sleeping. He talks like, I don't know. He talks a whole lot. He's a little bit rude. What if he made one of his crewmates so angry that one day while they were partying, they had him alone at the edge of the deck for just a second and nobody was there, and they thought, now is my chance. Now is my chance to get rid of Gulliver for good. And they shove him over. And what if Gulliver blacked out because he was drinking too much, and that's why he doesn't really remember what happens, and he always goes back? If that's actually the case, it's pretty humorous because it happens to him like 20 times. In New Horizons, it happens to him all the time. So, I feel like that's pretty plausible. I have also read, and this is pretty interesting, that Gulliver is actually a ghost or a spirit. And that's why he washes up on the shore so often. Which, that explains why you see him so much. Because it is a little odd if you think about it. Why does this pelican keep washing up on our shore? I've also wondered if Gulliver is related to Pelly and Pete. It's a slight possibility. I mean, they're all birds. I don't have anything to back that up, but it would be pretty cool if Gulliver one day mentioned his cousin. He's like, if he said, I should have been a postman like my cousin. Ooh, that's a rare show. So the thought behind Gulliver being a spirit is just because of how mysterious he is, and the fact that he's kind of like Wisp in a sense. You have to find pieces of him to put him back together so that he can go back to where he belongs, which is pretty much what happens with Wisp. I mean, in kind of like an ethereal way. I'm a little bit less inclined to believe that one just because Gulliver can send you mail. I don't remember if Wisp sends you mail. There's a chance that Wisp can send you mail. And if ghosts can send you letters in the mail in this game, then we've got a whole other set of things to talk about. I don't know if they can, though. So I'm more inclined to believe 100% that Gulliver was drinking. And I'm also inclined to believe like 80% that he was probably pushed. And I don't know if it was mutiny. Gulliver never really goes into detail. He makes it sound like he's a crew member, not any type of authority on the ship. But there's a possibility it was mutiny. That would be even more crazy. Alright, let's sell these. Ooh, this is going to be a pretty good haul for shells. Because I have 2 of the rare ones. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid for shells. I don't have anything else. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick spin to make sure I have all the fossils. And I'm pretty sure today's Saturday. I think KK Slider will be here at some point. Unless for some strange reason he doesn't come in inclement weather. But I don't think that's the case. Or it is, maybe. That's weird. Maybe he doesn't come when it snows. Pesky sad. Or unless he comes like super, super late. This is not a theory. It is something that I read once and I found it hilarious. But someone said, why does KK Slider never wear clothes? So there's the tiniest theory that KK Slider is a nudist. But nobody ever says anything about it. He never says anything about it. He also could be wearing a white jumpsuit. We just can't tell. That's always a possibility. He never mentions it, but it doesn't look weird. Like it... Yeah, he's technically not wearing a shirt, but it doesn't look like unnatural. It's just like, oh, a dog being dog. Here's a snowball. I'm going to remember. This is C4. Okay, I'm going to remember the location of the snowball because I do really want to make a snowman today. Because I had an idea about snowmen too. The snowmen are one of the most mysterious things in Animal Crossing. If you think about it, you create sentient life out of the snow on the ground. I mean, it's either that or your character just imagines that they're talking to the snowman, but that's a different theory. That's not one that I've read up on a whole lot. I have done some research on some of these. Some of these I came up with on my own. Some of these I just really liked and discussed about with other people. It's just a fun part of any game, especially an open world game like this, where there's so many possibilities. Each day you can kind of, I mean, like, there's a set amount of things you can do, but it's a high amount of things you can do. There's a ball. Okay, and there's only one shell, so I'm gonna catch a few fish. And I think I'm gonna take my chances on the ocean fish. Although I have been playing this game for about 2 weeks now, and this ball is making me nervous, so I'm gonna kick it into the water. Beautiful. I absolutely meant to do that. I have such a hard time with the sports balls in this game. I always kick them the wrong way. So I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks, and out of the ocean I have only caught, ever, a sea bass and a red snapper. I'm not sure if this is normal I'm not sure if it's just because it's winter time. I don't know if my game is broken. Maybe I just have the worst luck in any fisherman ever. I've only caught 2 fish out of the ocean. And I have no idea if that's normal or not. So that's why I thought up a few theories to chat about, just to entertain myself while I catch an endless amount of sea bass. Unlimited supply of sea bass. And here's our first sea bass. It is pretty silly that one of my villagers today was just talking about fishing up garbage, and I just fished up garbage. So I'm wondering if he cursed me. Okay. So I'm beginning to think there's only 2 types of fish that are active in the winter, which would be the sea bass and the red snapper. I also could have terrible luck. Ooh, now Cap'n. I'm standing on the dock here where you can summon Cap'n if you have like a GBA connector. Which I'm playing this on an emulator, so I can't connect my GBA, sadly. But it's a pretty cool addition to the game. The GBA connector made an appearance in a lot of GameCube games, but I was never able to really get my hands on one when I was a kid. These are just all gonna be sea bass. That's okay. That's okay. I was prepared for this situation. It's fine. So Cap'n is pretty much canonically a kappa, which is a yokai from Japanese folklore. The particular yokai that he's based off of is kind of creepy, actually. And he would be the same type of species. Ooh, I thought for sure that one was going to be a bite. He would be the same type of species as the kappa from Harvest Moon, where you throw cucumbers into the lake to summon him, and you can marry him in Harvest Moon, which is a little weird, but that's okay. You do you, Harvest Moon. But kappas are a little creepy because they're known to be tricksters and to try to lure people into the water, which this kappa does a great job of luring us into the water. Nothing ever happens because we're on a boat with him, but that's just something that I find kind of interesting. And the fact that there are other characters in this game that are based off of creatures of legend is pretty cool, actually. It's not really so much of a theory as more of an Easter egg. Maybe this fish will turn around, I'm not sure. Like Tom Nook is a tanuki, which is why he's obsessed with money, and which also might possibly explain why all the furniture takes the form of a leaf. Like when you pull it out, I don't have one because I just sold my furniture. But when you drop one or you pull it out, it takes the shape of a leaf. And the tanukis use leaves and they can transform the leaves. And so that's the thought behind why everything looks like a leaf. Well, I'm not going to go into detail. You guys can Google it if you want. But there's also a theory about why does he wear his apron, and it is relevant to the fact that he might be a tanuki, so content warning for anyone that tries to Google that. It's a joke. It's kind of funny, but I am glad that Tom Nook wears clothes. I really am. But he's also pretty prosperous. He's good with money. He's got a successful business. I would say that he is money obsessed. Tom Nook is money is definitely like what wakes him up in the morning. I'm gonna throw away these boots because I'm not gonna drop them on the ground. Although I kind of want to, I'm not going to. But money is definitely what keeps Tom Nook going. He loves it. He is polite enough to not... Actually, I mean, he's a pretty good guy when you think about it. He doesn't charge interest on your house payment, which is good. So he's not. It's not so much that you hate him. He's not so obsessed with money that you hate him. But it's enough to be noticeable. And he doesn't do much. Eventually, though, he does form relationships. Like he and Sable are childhood best friends, and him and Red canonically have a history together. It's speculative as to what kind of history they had together. Some people think that they were just business partners, and Red was just too seedy for Tom. Tom wanted to make his money a bit more honestly, and so they parted ways. But I've also heard, which I think it's just it's based off of the passion that the two talk about how much they hate each other. Some people think they used to date or they were like married or something. Which I haven't ran across any dialogue myself to back that. But based on the passion with which they dislike each other, some people think they must be exes. Because why are their hearts so involved in this? I'm gonna go back to the ocean for one more round. Because I really do believe, that I can catch something other than a sea bass or a boot. Hey, is this the snowball from earlier, or is this a different one? Ooh, this is a different one. Okay, we've got our snowballs, D1 and C4, which means that I have to push it across. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work. I'm gonna wait till I'm mentally prepared before I do this. Because that's gonna be a journey, and there's a chance that I will lose my snowball in the river. There's actually a pretty significant chance that I will lose my snowball in the river. They're just so hard to control. Sometimes they go wobbly. And I swear I line myself up perfectly every time I try to push it over a bridge, and it still falls somehow. Well, I'm sad it's a sea bass, but I'm glad that Ed is clapping for me back there. Ed is a hype man. Ed is one of the most positive villagers I've ever come across. He seems to be mostly interested in... He talks about working out a lot. I don't know if that is his personality programming or if it's a coincidence. But the dialogue in this game is just unparalleled to any Animal Crossing game. Wild World for DS comes the closest. Wild World for DS was also a pretty good game. There's a lot that started in Wild World, such as your villagers being able to visit you. I'm pretty sure Wild World had the flea market, which is one of my favorite things, and it had like different event types. And of course you had more storage. Speaking of Sable, I'm actually gonna go talk to her. Because I like to befriend her. And then this isn't a theory because it's very clearly in the game. That Sable is shy, and as you get to know her, she reveals some of her tragic past, which it is a really sad story. But sometimes she just chats with you. Oh, speaking of which... Ooh, speaking of which, okay, hold on. She wants to know what picture I'm looking at. She says, don't be ridiculous, of course I'm still single. So she's probably referring to that one where there's two porcupines in wedding attire. That's a picture of her mother. And the porcupine with his arm around her is her father. I'm the girl there, and that cute little baby is Mabel. Oh, is it at the top? I think in the middle top is now the photo she's talking about. It's interesting that we're only seeing 2 porcupines, because they do have a third sister. Back when Mabel was still young, both of our parents passed away. It was a sad time for me. And Mabel was just a baby. Mabel is the baby of the family. Still, it tugs at her heartstrings that this picture is the only memory she has of her parents. Yeah, this is the story. She loves her little sister. That's so sweet. But Mabel did grow up to be quite positive and optimistic and chipper. And sometimes her tomboy nature gets her into trouble. And now Mabel's a little pressed because her sister's telling stories about her. You're not talking about stuff you shouldn't be talking about, are you? You know, stuff. What's the stuff? Tell me the stuff. Sable's cracking up. Okay, well, that was a pretty light-hearted ending to a pretty serious story. But that is the Able Sister story. I am gonna creep on these photos really quick because they do have a third. There's a third sister, and she is nowhere to be found in these photos. I don't know the age gap. I don't know the age gap between these porcupines. There's a chance that the sister was already ran away from home by then. Or there's a chance that they just never displayed pictures or talked about their sister because of how sad they were she left. So I'm gonna try to catch this fish and hope that it's not another sea bass. Here we go. Oh, my heart, it is a sea bass. Michelle, hi! Thank you for coming to the stream. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. Just a pocket full of sea bass. KK Slider should make a song about that. Pocket full of sea bass. Someone should make. I think actually someone did make a song about that. It's okay though. Our snapper is out here. You just have to believe. One of these is going to be our snapper. And hopefully it's not one of the ones that we let get away. Okay, so still a bunch of sea bass. We're not giving up hope though. Michelle, I'm glad to hear you're doing good. You love this. I love this game too. This game is just a classic, and it's so relaxing. It has a ton of replay value. And I haven't played it in about 10 years. So this has been really fun to explore everything again. Thanks everyone for hanging out in the stream. I have so much fun playing with everybody. Okay. Still a lot of sea bass. Ed is here. I like Ed. He claps for you if you catch a fish. I was curious if anyone had a favorite villager from any of the Animal Crossing games, really. Oh, that was a fast fish. That might have been my snapper. Because there's just so many good villagers, it's hard to pick a favorite. fish. Coming to me. Nope, another sea bass. I bet that one that bit and ran away super fast before I could pull it in was a snapper, but that's alright. But yeah, I didn't know what everyone's favorite villager was. I think mine might be Tangy. I go back and forth though. The cat-type villagers are precious and adorable. But I also really like Apollo. I have a soft spot in my heart for Apollo. He was in my very first ever town. These sea bass, I might release some of them really quick. Yeah, either Tangy or Apollo are my favorites. Gundam, what likes Wolfgang? Wolfgang is so fun. He's pretty grouchy. Wolfgang is pretty grouchy, but I like him. He's the type of wolf that once you get to know him, he's pretty funny. Ooh, is this our snapper? No, not yet. Hi, Open Your Heart 58. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for hanging out on the stream with us. You love this version? I love this version of this game too. Really, it's hard to find a bad version of Animal Crossing, but this one is just special. This one is just special. It's very soothing. We were talking a bit earlier about how it might be neat. Man, that happens to me sometimes. We were talking earlier about how it might be neat if this game was remade, because the graphics look so awesome in 4K. Pretty sure this fish sees. But thanks so much again for the follow. Ooh, love the music. Me too. Sadly, my favorite music is over. It's the 6 p.m. music here is one of my favorites. I also, this is very obscure, really like the music from the fish portion of the museum. It's just magical. Okay. I don't know if... This game is really fun to have the music playing like as ambiance in the background. Sometimes I'll go on YouTube and just type Animal Crossing, oh, so close, Animal Crossing background music. And I'll find just a whole bunch of, like, some of them are like 10-hour long compilations of the video. And all the songs of the different hours. And also how, like, it's snowing right now. Hold on, I'm gonna be quiet so you can hear it. There's jingle bells when the snow is falling. And normally 7 p.m. music, there's not the jingle bells. I think that's an amazing touch. Honestly, there's so much detail in this game. One thing I would change about this game is the sheer amount of sea bass in the ocean. If anyone's keeping a list of things to petition for in the remake, let us add sea bass population to the list, because it's honestly a little infuriating. Here we go. Yeah, you should definitely look it up. I usually type in hourly Animal Crossing compilation. That usually gets you a good variety. I'm guilty of listening to just the rainy day music. There is a compilation of just rainy day Animal Crossing music, and it's like 4 hours long, and it's just the same song, but the rain noise is kind of in the background. And if I'm like studying or if I'm trying to read, I just need some ambient sound because I'm the type of person that needs ambient sound pretty much all the time. That's a great choice. It's also part of the reason why I started streaming, because streams, especially ones like relaxing Animal Crossing games, are often really fun to have up in the background, like while you're doing something else. And so I thought, hey, if I could do that for other people, and I also get to play one of my favorite games, it's a win-win. It's a win-win-win. I'll tell you what is not a win-win-win is these sea bass. I'm actually gonna sell these really quick. I just tossed a whole boatload back in. But now I'm just gonna sell them. So for the Animal Crossing remake that we hope will happen, we would like less sea bass, add reactions, and more storage space. Nothing game breaking, nothing to like make it its own different game, just add the experience. Like quality of life updates, I think is what they would be considered. Because the quality of my experience definitely improves as the amount of sea bass lowers. There's a direct correlation between those two. I'm gonna fish in the river for a bit because I'm tired of seeing sea bass. I wonder what Tom Nook does with all the fish that we sell him. In any of the games, I've seen some memes. I've seen some memes that are pretty funny. That are like, oh, someone left something in the drop box, and then it's like a shark and like a loose beetle. Okay. Oh, I think Bob is back over at his house, which is great. Just because, not for any particular reason, just because I love Bob. Let's see. New Horizons and Pocket Camp had the best music. IMO, but the music from this game is just pure nostalgia. Opens up an entire vault from childhood you forgot you had. Yes. That's the perfect way to describe the music from this game. And the KK Slider songs too. Really just all of it. All of it is just delightful. I never played Pocket Camp enough to actually pay enough attention to the soundtrack, but now I want to look that up. What is this? Oh, the pond smelt. I caught a pond smelt. I don't know how big it is though. This is probably another pond smelt. Oh, Bob is watching me. Bob is watching me from across the river. And now he's bored. Okay, goodbye, Bob. I love it when any cat-type villager stares into the river at fish because it's just so appropriate for their species, and it's adorable. They're like watching the fishies. Ooh. You might, yeah, you should pull out your GameCube, or you could emulate. I'm playing it on Dolphin right now. But if you have a GameCube available, you should go for the full experience. That would be awesome. But both are really great options. Bob has plans to build an igloo soon, he says. Those igloos are really good. Sometimes it gets so cozy I forget to go home and then my igloo melts and I get all soaked. Ooh. Bob, that's actually not safe. You shouldn't fall asleep in the snow, Bob. I mean, I guess there's like a fire in there. I can't see. If there is a fish, I'm not gonna catch it because I can't see. Oh, wow. Miracle. This is probably a pond smelt, but it could be a bitterling. And bitterlings sell for like 1,300. And so I have to risk it. Dolphin is the software you can play some older games on. I use Dolphin to play this, Harvest Moon, some of the old Sonic games. It's pretty user friendly. You could probably Google a guide on how to use it. Because I'm not super great with technology, and was able to figure it out. So I would say it's pretty user friendly. But if you use Dolphin, you will miss the amazing opening of the GameCube system where that box rolls around on the screen and that little jingle plays. Can't recreate that. That's just too magical. Yeah, you're welcome, no problem. Let me know if you make a village or if you stream it. I'm always invested. A few of my friends on here have made Animal Crossing villages. So I like to check in on them every now and then. Because they're all so different and fun. Got another pond smell. That's okay though. Well actually, I'm gonna release some of these bad boys. Okay, now I have a bit more space to try to catch things that are not pond smelts, but I've had so much more luck. I've had so much more luck fishing in the pond than I have in the ocean, so I'm gonna stick up here, definitely. Yeah, Suntiny doesn't stream, that is... Thank you so much. That is correct. And it's so awesome that we have ways to play these games without having the actual console, because consoles are so expensive. So, well, most consoles are expensive. There's a few that are kind of affordable, but... Well, that's probably a pond smelt. I'm excited for fishing tourney season. In this particular stream, I'm actually trying to 100% this, and I'm not going to use time travel, as tempting as it is sometimes. So, I have to be patient and wait for the fishing season to arrive. But it's really fun. It's really fun playing it in the winter too. Because of all the snow. And the snowmen. I'm just catching a whole bunch of prawns. Now I can't see. I'll just have to give up on that fish particularly. Oh no, it's still there. I'm pretty sure it's more profitable to fish in the river overall. Like, see, that's another bitterling, which is worth 1,300. And he's just a bitter little guy. Oh, yeah, that is a downside to using the emulators. You can't use the amiibo functionality. But if you never really used amiibos in your original file, it shouldn't be too bad. Although amiibos are nice. I like the inclusion of amiibos. I'm just awash with pond smelts. Okay, I'm gonna sell these. And I'm gonna be slightly annoying and sell the ones one by one because I don't remember how much they're worth. I remember how some of these are worth. But I'm pricing so that way I can get a better feel for what to throw back later. I'm also trying to do this game without any guides, which it's a pretty simple game, so guides are always super nice. And I'm in awe of people that take the time to write game guides. Honestly, those people need an award. Because you have to have a lot of patience and a lot of dedication to the game, too. Okay, a carp is 300. Not bad. Not great. Bitterling, I already know. Crucian carp. Hold on, do I need to donate that? I think I need to donate the Crucian carp. Shoot, days aren't worth a whole lot. I don't know how much the goby is worth. Alright. I'm gonna run down and donate this Crucian carp so I can finish my museum. Oh, and since I'll be by the museum, I'm gonna pop by the fish tank to play one of my favorite songs really quick. Because it's a very obscure one. Oh, I hear a mole cricket, but I'm not I've already caught one to donate, and that's all I'm gonna do. There's a chance I already donated the Crucian carp. But, I'm just gonna... safe. Oh, yeah. We already have one. And then Blathers always laughs at me. He's like, don't you remember catching this fish? Like, well, Blathers, I catch like 50 fish a day. I'm sorry. And here Blathers says he's not fond of fish. But he doesn't freak out when you give him a fish to donate. If you give him a bug to donate, he loses his mind. He gets so scared. I don't need to donate anything else right now. Sorry, buddy. Oh, there's much to see, Blathers. Okay. I'm gonna just stand here for just like 15 seconds, just to listen. Because this song is super underrated. It's really faint. Like, you mostly hear the bubbles. And then you hear that, like, random chord playing in the background. But, like, underneath it is, like, this really delicate aquatic music. And it reminds me of a Zelda dungeon, like an underwater Zelda dungeon. And those have some of the best music. Just Nintendo music in general, man. Playing in the winter is definitely fun. Days leading up to New Year's are the best. I wish we got to experience blizzards and getting snowed in. Absolutely. Alright, I'm gonna actually sell these fish. Sadly, I actually started this file on New Year's Eve, which, hindsight, because then I didn't get to experience the New Year's Eve in this game. But there's always next year. Oh, you forgot that music? Yeah, it's a really obscure, song. But like, so much work went into that one song that just kind of plays delicately in the background of like one specific section of the museum. That traditional museum music, though, the most well-known museum music, that song can get stuck in your head. That song gets stuck in my head. Animal Crossing has an amazing way of having songs play on a loop over and over and over again, and you just kind of forget they're there, and you don't care. You just don't care. It sounds good. The music is so good that you don't mind that it's just the same song on a loop. Which, that's hard to do. That's something... Okay, so now, just a quick update. I'm gonna chat with some villagers and see if they have work for me. Just because I'm getting slightly bored of fishing, but I'll go back to fishing soon. Apollo doesn't have anything for me. There's nothing he needs done. That's fine. And in this game, you can ask your villagers multiple times in a row. I mean, it's best to give them a bit of time in between asks. But it takes a lot longer to irritate these villagers than it does in New Horizons. Okay, Bob has an idea. He needs me to take some clothes to Petunia. Did Petunia forget her clothes at your house, Bob? He supposes he could do it himself, but since I asked, he can do it. Is it because you don't want to face her, Bob? Is there something going on? Is there something going on here, Bob, that I need to know about? So, Bob has a shirt of Petunia's, which, can I tell what shirt it is? No, I can't. And he said he could do it himself, but he doesn't want to. What does that mean? Is there something going on here, Petunia? Maybe she'll give some explanation when I give her the shirt. I sincerely love the drama in this game. She's gonna, oh gosh, she's doing it right now. Just look at me, I look far too lovely. I just know I'll be all the rage at the next social. And I get a present. Ooh, no, I'm getting money. Honestly, money is a bit... I like getting money. I mean, who doesn't like getting money? Okay, so that was a little strange. Petunia left her clothes at Bob's house and he just didn't want to see her. She was really excited to have it back, though. That must have been, like, her favorite shirt. Well, what's going on, Petunia? What's going on here? Well, I guess since I'm in her area, I'll see if she needs anything. She does. If she needs something from Bob, I'm calling it. Okay. Lobo has a videotape of hers. I can count on you much more than that old pill, can't I? These villagers are savage sometimes, but I appreciate it. Oh, since I'm over here by Petunia, I do have something to show you, which is Petunia's house. It might just be me, but this is Petunia's house, and she is a cow from what I recall. And she's got a cowhide rug just right here on her floor. So Petunia might have something to hide. We're not sure. She does have a really cool stereo that looks like dice, though I am a fan of that. And this gyroid, which seems to be mooing. It's not mooing, but it's doing a good job of sounding like it's mooing. So there's that. I like to go inside a villager's house and kind of just get the feel for their personalities. Petunia's is a little sus. I don't know what's going on there. This is Cherry's. And honestly, this house kind of gives me a panic attack. There's just so much happening in here. There's toxic waste in the corner. There's a lot of orange. And then there's a lot of, the totem poles are cool. And a bright red couch. So, that's probably why Cherry's all fired up, is because she looks at red so often. I'm gonna see if she needs anything from me too. Oh, perfect. And conveniently, I'm going... Wait a minute. Cherry wants her videotape back from Lobo. And Petunia wants her videotape back from Lobo. So what's happening? What's happening here? Is it the same one? I wonder if... Okay, here's a thought. I bet Lobo is running like a little piracy situation. He's probably like downloading these videos. And that's why they're sending me to go get them. Because... Not in the right house. That's why they're sending me to go get them, is because they don't want to be seen. Alright, I was able to enter his house. Here he is. Sorry, buddy. I just yanked him out from behind a tree. He wants to know why I'm even talking to him. Okay, so, working theory. So many people want a videotape from Lobo. Bob has it now. So I'm thinking Lobo runs like a movie piracy situation. I bet he sneaks into the theater and films the movies and then burns them onto a VHS. Okay, so we got Cherry's videotape back, but the other one is in Bob's possession. So we're gonna head over there next. That way I don't forget. Sometimes I put too many irons in the fire, and then I'm just like, ooh. So we're gonna return this to her. Cherry is appreciative. Cherry and Petunia both have mentioned moving away, and I've been kind of encouraging it. They're not my favorites. It might be because they're a little rude. But Olivia is rude too, and I like her a lot. I just think there's a way to do the rude. I think these two are just a little bit too intense with their meanness. It makes some people cry. Okay, oh, I should ask Jeremiah if he needs help. He's only been here for literally one day. But he might need something from me. Going back to Bob. Bob now has possession of the videotape. Which these fetch quests can be kind of pesky, but they're also pretty amusing. I wish you could do that in some of the newer games. Just to like kind of break things up. If the snow... Wouldn't it be great if snow were hot? That way I wouldn't need my mittens to make a snowman. Bob, you have some crazy dreams, my friend. Okay, and now this is one of my least favorite things that happens in a fetch quest. Bob has now lent We videotaped to Olivia, and sadly, Olivia is in the igloo. And characters in the igloo, which it's pesky, characters in the igloo won't interact with you naturally. They will only mention like the igloo, and they'll only talk about like a game if they want to play a game with you. So it's kind of a bummer. So your fetch quest can roadblock here. Ooh, she wants to play a game. 2 bags contain either a tall cactus or a concrete wall. Okay. If I pick the bag with the tall cactus, then I get both of them free of charge. If I choose the one with the concrete wall, then I have to buy it for 3,000 bells. Sheesh. Okay, well, Olivia is pretty good at these games. I was able to hold my own against my other villagers, my bear villagers. But Olivia is really good at these games, so I'm nervous, but also I just have to go for it. I mean, I don't particularly need any of these things, but I gotta do it. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a bag. Left through the right. I'm pretty sure there's not really a strategy to these games, they're all just random chance. But if my luck is anything like it has been with the sea bass, I'm gonna get this wrong. So I'm going to say right. Oh no, I sound like I got it wrong. Ooh, I got it! Awesome! Okay, Olivia, I've bested you. I'll honor it. So. Remember, I owe you one. What does that mean? That means she's coming for me since I beat her at her own game? That's okay, she's Olivia. She could literally pull up all my flowers and I would just be like, hi, Olivia. You're doing great today. Open your heart 58. Mo? The cat? Is Mo like a bluish cat villager? If he is who I'm thinking of, he's adorable. And I love him. He kind of reminds me of Rover. Actually, it's really easy to get them mixed up. Oh, Mo is the blue cat villager. He's got a cute little face. I like him a lot. It's hard to do it. Oh, you found Rover? Awesome. Are you starting up a file? Rover is also awesome. I wish you could see him more. I'm gonna talk to my villagers on this in this quadrant section. Rover is super friendly. He just comes up to a wandering soul on a train. Eunice need any assistance? She needs me to get an organizer from Ed. And I think Ed might be going to, or I think Eunice might be going to sleep in 4 minutes, so I need to skedoodle. Yeah, I'll do it though. Rover is a super sweet character. He basically saves your life. I've got no idea what your character is thinking in the beginning of this game. They're just like, hey, I'm on a train going to this town. I don't know what I'm gonna particularly do when I get there, but I'm going. Oh, that reminds me of another theory, that your character's a runaway, and that's why they don't really know where they're off to. They could be a runaway, they could be just an adventurer, though. Like, I know of a few people, I'm acquainted with a few people that will take 16-hour train rides and end up in a city and just kind of vibe. There's people out there like that. Maybe that's what your character is doing. It is a little odd that your mom writes to you, like, kind of wistfully. She sends you, like, wistful notes in the mail. So that could... I gotta go to Blue Bear for this thing. She's going to sleep. But your mom could be writing to you wistfully just because she misses you and you're out traveling. But it also could be because you ran off. Okay, I need to find Blue Bear. And I always have such a hard time finding her house because it's in like a weird corner. Like, shoot. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong side of the river. My bad. There's nothing like starting a brand new Animal Crossing town, though. There's just so much. There's so much excitement. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what villagers you're gonna get. You don't know what your map is gonna look like. Everything is brand new and exciting. And you get to talk to Rover. I found a dig spot. Awesome. I'm not surprised it's a fossil. I'm gonna find Blue Bear and I'm gonna end up with this thing in my pocket because Eunice is going to sleep. Yeah. She gave me the handoff. Okay, well, Lobo is the keeper of all the things today. Because everyone is sending me to him. I wonder if Lobo is like everyone's friend. I could see Lobo being really good at socializing. Like, secretly good at socializing. Like, he probably hangs out with one person at a time, like one-on-one. There he is. But he probably has a lot of friends. Because he's a little bit grouchy, but in like an endearing way. Okay, well, I'm 99% sure Eunice is asleep now, but I'm still gonna give it a try. Okay. That's another thing that I really appreciate, because this game, there's no ordinances in it, or there's no real way to change, unless you time travel, there's no ordinances or ways to keep the shops open longer, but the villagers all have vastly different sleep schedules. So even if you hop on at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's still stuff for you to do. Like, there's still villagers out and about that you can chat with. And there's also even, like, little events, like, goodness, Eunice is still awake. What luck. She's probably going to sleep soon, though. Like, Wisp comes out at 3 o'clock in the morning, so if, like, you worked, like, a late shift and you hopped on your Animal Crossing, you'd still have villagers to hang out with. And you'd still have some pretty cool things. Wisp is a pretty neat character. I think at some point I'm gonna do a Wisp hunting stream. You have to be pretty intentional. You have to be pretty intentional when you're looking for Wisp. What did she give me? A shirt? What kind of shirt is this? Okay, this reminds me of a road sign, but I'm here for it. I'm gonna wear it. That way you can see me while I'm walking through the snow. Look at me go. Anyway, back to Wisp. He comes out really late at night, like midnight. So if I want to encounter Wisp, I am gonna have to stream it at like midnight. But I think that would be kind of a fun little thing to do. when I had the game as a child, my brother and I snuck downstairs at 12:30 in the morning to find Wisp. And I gotta tell you, it was really fun. And it was exhilarating because I was 10 and I was not supposed to be playing video games at midnight, but I was doing it anyway. And we were both really creeped out because it was like our first playthrough. We hadn't really heard much about Wisp. We heard he was a ghost and that he only came out at night, so we were like spooked. We were thinking we were gonna see a really creepy ghost. And I'm sure you can imagine our surprise when we ran into Wisp. He's just a cinnamon bun. Just a paranormal cinnamon bun is what he is. I do wonder about... Okay, here's Phyllis. I love seeing Phyllis. Phyllis is me. Not really. Phyllis says the things that we all think in our mind, but never say out loud. Phyllis just like scratches that itch for us. I wish I had more mail for you, Phyllis, but I don't. Actually, I have a lot of bills. I'm gonna make a mortgage payment. Deposit. I can't tell you how many times I went over to that ATM looking fixture over there and tried to make a deposit on it because I momentarily forgot what game I was playing. 89,000. We're making some ways. We're making our ways. Phyllis is judging us for actually paying off our mortgage. That's how you get a bigger house, Phyllis. And close your door on the way out. That's a great way to say goodnight to somebody. I love it though. I love Phyllis. Okay, cool. How empty are our packets? Over here. Let me make sure I don't have anything else to grab from Lobo because a lot of people needed something from him. And now I'm paranoid that I forgot. Oh, there's Apollo. Apollo is awesome. Apollo is one of the main characters in the Animal Crossing anime. Which, if you guys haven't seen it, I do highly recommend it. It's precious. And it even has like a slight twist in it. Anything you can ever ask for. No, he doesn't have anything. He's mad I wasted his time. Sorry, Lowbro. Lowbro is my bro. Why I named him that. Okay, I am gonna see if Jeremiah needs anything since he's new here. Are you new here? Do you deliver clothes? Sure. Jeremiah just said I needed some exercise. Jeremiah, that was rude. I'm gonna see his house. I haven't been in his house yet because he's new. Oh, the froggy chair! You're seeing it here, guys. Froggy chair. It lives. Okay, Jeremiah has an amazing house. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I'm not giving it a full 10 because where on earth would he sleep? Unless he sleeps in the pond here. He is a frog. What's he got playing over here? I like this song, whatever it is. Check. Check. Yes, the froggy chair is here. It has made its appearance. And Jeremiah has a favorite color, and it is green. So if he ever asks, what's my favorite color, do you remember? It's green. This is a great house. I approve. 10 out of 10. No, 9 out of 10. Did that chair just make a tooting? Hold on. Did it make a sound? Do all chairs make that sound? Okay, I'm gonna stop. That was a great experience. That was a great experience. I'm gonna go do my task before I forget. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. That sound effect just makes it. Hopefully that wasn't like a froggy sound. Hopefully that was just like the leather or the material or whatever creaking. But it did kind of sound like a frog noise. Making our way over to Daisy, and she's still awake, thank goodness. You're heading out. Suntaya, thank you so much for hanging out. I can't wait to see you again in another stream. I hope you have a great night. It's a little small, but she really likes the look of it. Ooh, third in the tourney. Third in the tourney. That's nothing to sneeze about. That means you beat everyone else except for 2 other people. Congrats. Daisy is so sweet. And she gave us money instead of item, which is always appreciated. Because item take up storage space. Okay, I am gonna fish just a little bit more. Because fishing is probably one of the best ways to make money. If it were summertime, bug catching would be a really good contender. But I have ran into a total of 2 bugs. And that is the pill bug and the mole cricket. The mole cricket looks terrifying in this game. Its animation is horrifying. I like never want to see it again. Come on, fish. It's pesky that my bobber is moving in the direction that I'm not used to. Here we go, here we go. There's our snapper. That's 3,000 bells right here. Maybe our luck is looking up. Or maybe it's because it's 8 instead of 7 now. Well, it's 8 p.m. my time zone. I'm not sure how it is in other time zones. Okay, fish. I will be back on stream tomorrow at about 4. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do another Animal Crossing run. If anyone out there is a Harvest Moon fan, I'm also doing a playthrough of Harvest Moon Magical Melody. That's brand new. Like, my bobber just returned to me. That's sad. Okay. Yeah, the Harvest Moon stream is brand new. Like, I've only played it twice. It's been fun so far. But I will be back on tomorrow at 4. And not tomorrow, but one of these days, I think it would actually be fun to do a wisp hunting stream. I've not seen wisp in this game. This game, it's probably the hardest to get wisp in, I think. In New Horizons, New Horizons Wisp is really easy. I think he comes out at like 11. Okay, we're gonna pick up that shell. That's another like theory type thing, which is Wisp. It's pretty clear that he's a ghost. It would be cool to like figure out who he was, or like why he hangs out. Is Wisp the ghost that inhabits Lloyd the gyroid, perhaps? I'm not sure. Is he just a super cute ghost? Who is his master, and why is his master so scary? There's unanswered questions about Wisp for sure. He says he's like my boss is gonna be so mad. Oh, my pocket's filled up real fast because of those shells. I'm gonna go sell these super quick. And also, like, what is Wisp's purpose? He never says. Does he just wander the area? There was that graphic of a tombstone on New Horizons trailer, I think. That could have been cool if that's Wisp's resting area, where he stays. I try to make an appearance on Animal Crossing on holidays, too. Because this game is super creative with how it does. It has events for holidays. Okay, I do not need this tall cactus. I appreciate the cactus, but I do not need it. So we're gonna sell that. That's actually a solid sell right there. It was mostly the snapper, but that's okay. I might attempt to make a snowman before I head off. I remember where my snowballs were. D4 and D1. Oh, here? There it is. I'm gonna take this tool out of my hand, though. And I'm going to attempt to push the snowball all the way over to D1, which would technically, it would be easy if there was a bridge right here, but I've got to push him up and around in this way. But I'm feeling like it's gonna be worth it. And also, while I'm pushing around the snowball, I can talk about my final theory for the day. And it's just one that I came up with myself. The snowmen are really strange in this game. They're strange in all the games. Because why are they sentient? Is a super popular question. Oh, a snowball is gonna have to roll it around over some dirt. It's a very popular question though, like why are the snowmen sentient? What? And why can they talk to you? What do they want? And I give it a little bit of thought. I didn't like stay up all night thinking about it, but I got a piece of dialogue from a snowman once, and it said, even though I've only been alive for like 4 seconds, I know so many things, like I feel like such an old soul. And then I was like, does this snowman have a soul? Is the snowman like a gyroid? Does it just contain a soul from the ground? Like, the snow is precipitation, and anytime it rains, you're more likely to dig up a gyroid. So it's possible... Okay, I'm here at the bridge now. It's possible that, I'm gonna find find the bridge with my eyes before I attempt this. Okay. It's possible that the snow precipitation brings gyroids closer to the surface, and when you make a snowman, a gyroid inhabits it. One of the spirits from in the gyroid. Because they talk about like knowing things. Ooh, 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 that was sketchy. Okay, we're here. Made it. And if I get a good snowman, we'll talk to it and see what its dialogue is. I'm in B1. I need B1. Just gonna scooch right down here through all these leaves, I guess. Anyway, that was my personal theory on why the snowmen talk. And like what their deal is. Their dialogue is so dark sometimes though. They're like, if only I had arms and legs. It's like they have memories of having arms and legs. That's what makes me think they're inhabited by the same spirits that inhabit the gyroids. Nice job not losing your snowball in the river. Thank you so much. It was scary. I was really worried for a second. Also, welcome to the stream, Sarah. It's super nice to see you. I'm gonna scooch right past you. But yeah, I just spent all that time talking about how these snowmen possibly contain souls, and then I'm just gonna accidentally yeet one into the river. That would have been awkward. But also the snowmen have dialogue where they're like, if only I could move, like, if I could just find some way to move, I could do X, Y, or Z thing. And so it makes me wonder, like, could they move at some point? Do they remember? Because we already know that souls can inhabit the gyroids. Coco exists, and Coco is super cool because she's basically a gyroid. Like, she has the gyroid style face. She even makes comments sometimes like, I don't look like everyone else, or like, I think this might still be a bit too big for a head. We're gonna see. I think this is good. Here we go. Pop. Snowman. So now we're gonna talk to him and see if he says anything interesting. You did it. You pulled it off. What a wonder you've built. A wintry masterpiece. He loves himself. The snowman is feeling himself. Chilly sky to earth, from freezing flakes to ball, formless, friendless, frozen, until you heard my call. That sounds like a riddle, almost. Formless, friendless, frozen. Well, that bit of dialogue there kind of makes it seem like the snowflakes have sentience, which is actually probably worse, because I'm walking over millions of snowflakes just now. See, he says if I could actually move, I'd be the most popular guy here. And he wants me to turn him into Frosty. Yep, I'd be a whirling blizzard of love. Not just possible, it's likely. It is disturbing to think they could have souls. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for them not being able to move too. They always mention it. Also, they speak, in this particular game, they speak Animalese, which is like the animal sound in the background, instead of just like, here, like when you read the bleppies. That sound. So they actually speak with the voice, which is pretty cool. He says, yeah, I'm cool, just chilling. Yeah, he just talks about wanting to move. Okay, see, he says it here. Now all I need to do is solve this whole issue of being stationary. And he tries to come up with an idea of how to move around. And then whenever they start melting, they start saying things like, alright, I'm gonna be leaving soon. So to make myself feel better, I say that whenever they melt, then the souls release, and they can be at rest. Although it's possible. It's possible they just go back into a gyroid, which is cool too. Alright, I'm gonna make one more pass at the fish. And then I'm gonna see how much damage I did to my mortgage. I'm super excited. Aw, open your heart. I'm so glad you found the stream too. I hope you can come to more so we can hang out some more. It is super nostalgic to play in this Animal Crossing game. Wait. Was that KK Slider? I was so excited chatting. I didn't even... He's here. I was worried he wasn't gonna be here. Oh, this is great. Okay, well, KK Slider is gonna play us a KK Slider original, and I'm going to let him pick his poison. And I won't talk because talking would just ruin the song. Because it's KK Slider, he does the best songs ever, so... If you're up for a little bit more nostalgia, you're about to get a performance from the dog himself. Apparently I wasn't close enough to his face. Yes, I do want you to jam for me, you know it. I hope it's bubblegum. I hope it is too. I'm gonna let him pick because I like rolling the dice. But it's gonna be bubblegum one of these times. I see what he says. Tap for tunes. Alright. What's it gonna be? KK Lullaby. It is pretty late at night. It's gonna be... That's gonna sound good with the snow kind of going on. Alright. We're gonna take this in. I wish I could clap for him. Wish there's a clap button. Now I have the air check. I like this one too. It's so soothing. And there's always... I like it whenever he whistles. And now I'm interested to see how it sounds, the recorded version. Because the acoustic and the recorded always sound so different. But I love it. Alright. KK Fusion's on right now, but I want to see how this sounds. This sounds like a music box, kind of. Is that what they're called? Is it called a music box? Where you wind it up? I like it for the winter time. I think I'll keep it. I think I'll keep it in. Aw. I'm so glad we got to listen to KK Slider. He comes really late into the evening. I hopped on here at 6, and I thought maybe he just wasn't gonna be here because of the weather for some reason. I couldn't think of a reason why he wasn't here. It was just super early. KK Slider is a famous dog, so I didn't understand why he's busy. I love all the KK Slider songs. There's so many of them. Interestingly, that is something that I cannot find on YouTube. I've checked for it before. Like a compilation of KK Slider songs. When I looked it up, I found one, and it was all of the acoustic versions. It wasn't the air check versions. And I would love to find like a YouTube compilation of all the recorded versions of his songs, because they sound so different. I really like the acoustic versions. It's just something that I've always wondered. I wonder if it's like a copyright thing. I don't know why it would be, but that's the only thing I can think of. Bitterling, he's grumpy. Our snowman. I'm gonna check back. Oh, the snowman will send you a gift in the mail. I keep forgetting that. I have a refrigerator from the last snowman I built. I wonder where he got the furniture from. Oh. Oops. See, I think Ed put a curse on me just today when I talked to him. He said, you know what's funny? When you fish up garbage. And I was like, yeah, Ed, that's hilarious. And then what have I done today? I fished up 4 pieces of garbage. It's like he knew. I fished before and I didn't get garbage. Or I wonder if that was Ed's sneaky way of saying, I threw garbage in the river. The dump is nice though because it'll take care of it. The dump picks up on Mondays. I am cursed, yes. I've got the trash curse. Actually, I wonder, because the Katrina the fortune teller, she can give you bad luck. I don't think she gives you a higher chance of fishing up garbage, but that actually would be a good curse for her to give out. Like you're gonna have bad luck fishing, and then you just get more garbage than usual. Probably not like a whole lot more garbage than usual, because that would be really annoying, but that would be an interesting bad luck day. When she gives you the bad luck day that makes you trip over your feet, though, that's the worst. Because my character runs everywhere. She is a sprinter. I do not like to walk. Well, I've already lost some flowers due to that. So whenever Katrina gives you the bad luck, the bad news that you're gonna be tripping over your own feet, it's the worst. Come on, fish, please bite. Or I can't see them. I have no idea. I should behind my hair. Oh, here's one. They could have a lot of fun with the Katrina prophecies. Oh, cool, a bitterling. I guess they shouldn't go so crazy that people don't want to play the game that day. Ooh, but they should do more with the good luck mechanic too. Like in Stardew. Like maybe it could be more likely that you find treasure buried. Okay, that fish is a lost cause. Well, there's no dungeons to fight in this game though, so probably wouldn't be. Oh, I have full pockets. I'm so glad we got to see KK Slider before we got off. See, look at all this trash. I never dig up trash. I'm gonna sell my things. What's the luck mechanic in Stardew? So, every day when you wake up, you can check the TV and you can get your horoscope read. And the lady on there will say, like, the spirits are pleased, you'll have good luck today. Or she'll say they're neutral. Or she'll say the spirits are super displeased. You're not gonna have very good luck. And so, that'll affect a few different things. It will mostly affect what happens to you in the mines. So if you have bad luck, you're more likely to find an infested floor. And if you have good luck, monsters are more likely to drop treasure. Some people... I don't need to sell anything else. Some people thought that if you cracked geodes on a good luck day, you'd get more rare stuff, but that's not the case. Someone actually tested that, fortunately. Oh yeah, you should totally look into that next time you play Stardew. It can make the mines a lot easier. Like if you go down on a good luck day, it's a breeze sometimes. Makes it easier to find staircases sometimes. It's just a good thing in general. Phyllis judges me so much. Oh, you can also eat some... Also on Stardew, you can eat some food that'll increase your luck. If you have a good luck day and then you eat some lucky food, you just have all the luck. Okay, I've got pretty empty pockets. I put 10,000 down on my mortgage. I'd say that's a pretty good amount of production for 2.5 hours. Oh, Jeremiah wanted me to stay longer. I'll be back tomorrow, Jeremiah. Or maybe he's just annoyed that I made him do some work. Okay. That was our happy Saturday. And Biscuit Animal Crossing. We got a lot done. Put down a lot on our mortgage. We talked about some cool theories. We made a snowman. We made a snowman with great self-esteem. We'll probably get some furniture in the mail tomorrow. tomorrow we can catch up with our villagers, see what we get from the snowman, and hopefully donate more to the museum. So thank you so much everyone that came to hang out on stream today. I love hanging out with you guys. It's super fun. The weekend isn't over, so I hope everyone enjoys their day tomorrow. And yeah, just don't forget to drink your water. Make sure you have a snack. Take care of yourselves. And I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. So, oh, thanks so much, Open Your Heart. Thank you so much for following. I can't wait to see you guys again next time. Have a good night, you guys.